Life for All presents Daily Food series, The Word of Life, the Fellowship of Life, and Living Stones for the Edification. The Epistles of John and Peter. Title of Book 4, Tested and Approved by God. Author Pedro. Week 4, Living Stones for Edification. Wednesday, the pure spiritual milk. Read with prayer. As newborn babes, drink the pure milk of the Word, that you may grow thereby. 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 2. As beloved children of God, we have no room for evil, deceit, hypocrisy, envy, and slander. Envy is a feeling of dissatisfaction and aversion caused by the success of others, like what Cain had toward Abel. God was pleased with Abel and his offering, and he was not pleased with Cain or his offering. Cain was envious, which generated hatred, culminating in murder. Genesis chapter 4, verses 3 through 8. The root of this is the devil, who planted the seed of evil in the heart of man. The seed of evil generates all kinds of evil speaking, such as defamation and slander. We can see this clearly in the enemy's attacks against us. Since some live in the old man, they utter slander and lies to defame what God is doing among us. This is not the attitude of a child of God. Let us cast aside the conduct we received from our fathers and in which we once lived. We all live this way, doomed to a vain and meaningless life, like everyone else. This I say, therefore, and testify in the Lord, that you should no longer walk as the rest of the Gentiles walk, in the futility of their mind, having their understanding darkened, and being alienated from the life of God, because of the ignorance that is in them, because of the blindness of their heart. Ephesians chapter 4, verses 17 and 18. Thank God we can rejoice because we have been regenerated to a living hope, and the seed of the kingdom is growing in our hearts. Today, we can be useful to the Lord. Deceit in this verse is personified, referring to the devil, who is constantly trying to deceive us. That you put off, concerning your former conduct, the old man, which grows corrupt according to the deceitfulness of lust. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 22. Instead of fighting deceit, let us put off the old man's garment, be renewed in the spirit of our mind, and put on the new man, created according to God in true righteousness and holiness. Verses 23 and 24. God rescued us from a meaningless life and paid a high price for it, knowing that you were not redeemed with corruptible things like silver and gold, from your aimless conduct received by tradition from your fathers, but with the precious blood of Christ, as of a lamb without blemish and without spot. 1 Peter chapter 1, verses 18 and 19. Therefore, let us free ourselves from the futile life of the old man and live to bear fruit for God, feeding on the Word. As newborn babes, desire the pure milk of the Word, that you may grow thereby. Chapter 2, verse 2. Let us feed on the pure milk of the Word to achieve the growth of the divine life that saves us. The Word of God cannot be adulterated, but it must be clean and pure. I must be very careful in conveying the Word to you. I cannot make things up or adulterate or use my own words, but the Word must come from God. I only present the revelation that the Lord gives. The word must come from God in order to provide the growth for our salvation. A newborn babe craves mother's milk, feeds several times a day, and even cries if it does not receive its mother's milk at the right time. It wants nothing more than the milk that nourishes it. In the same way, we should love the word and feed on it, just as a newborn baby craves milk. God brought the children of Israel to himself so that they would crave the milk of the word and grow in a new environment. Exodus chapter 19, verses 4 and 5. He expects his people, when they hear his voice, to have reverent love for it and earnestly desire his word, as newborn babies desire their mother's milk.